So guys, welcome back for another video back home here in Cornwall, and today I'm out targeting one of my favourites, which is the dipper, the UK's only aquatic songbird, which we all know. They like to frequent fast flowing streams, love foraging around boulders, shallow areas, can deep and dive, so hopefully we'll catch up with some dippers today. This is an area quite close to where I live. I've only had to drive 5-6 minutes, I guess, to get here. So I've got a spot right at the end. It's a bit of a walk, but it's worth it. Where there's a lovely meandering little bit of river, loads of lovely mossy boulders, perfect place for dippers to forage and hunt for their aquatic prey, caddisfly larvae, things like that. Lots of insects along the river. Beautiful call. So hopefully you'll be able to hear them doing some territorial stuff along the river because it's the early breeding season. So they'll be actively up and down the river. Now I've seen 3 or 4 here before and I've done a video here before, and I'm hoping the dippers are still here. No one has said otherwise. So it's a river, it's clean, there's otter spraints here. It's a really, really good spot. So I'm going to enjoy this early morning walk. It's about 10 to 7. So nice and early. Ideal for a nice trek on this beautiful morning. It's going to be a fantastic day. Probably the best day of the week. Right, let's get my eyes and ears tuned into these dippers. So guys, we've got quite a lot of evidence here. Don't know if you can see down that lower part of the log there. Some white poo. You always find dippers leave white poo on rocks, logs, places along the stream and the rivers where they carry out their hunting, their territorial behaviour. There could also be grey wagtail, could also be other birds like wren and robin. More than likely, it's dipper. So we'll probably see a bit more of evidence on the way, but what a beautiful river this is, all the way down through. Lovely. So guys, we've decided to go off the beaten track a little, right on the edge of the river. And this is where I've seen otter spraints before, because the main path is quite busy with joggers, cyclists and dog walkers. And it's a lot more quieter here. So beautiful, it is absolutely beautiful. So I've not seen anything yet, but this time, oh, it's really overgrown since I last came in here. Crikey. I'm getting back on the main track now, I think, because this is getting a bit overgrown. Last sound of wood pigeon, great spotted woodpeckers drumming, chiff chaffs. It's pretty nice. Yeah, we're coming back onto the river now. This could be a good little spot here. Area's littered in bluebells here too, so it's going to be beautiful when they all come out. Look at that beautiful river there. This is a regular sparrowhawk killing post. Look at that, all the way along. Now, guaranteed if you stayed here long enough, stake this place out, maybe over the river there, get a clear line of sight, this would be perfect. There's lots and lots of evidence of it using this over time. Look at that. Yeah, really, really good spot all the way down there. I think there might be a bullfinch in there. There's a lot of pink feathers. Whoa, sad. It's things like that, guys, to work out your patch, tracks and signs. So that would be used by the sparrowhawk probably quite regularly. Just seen a little robin down there feeding, but no dippers yet. God, this place is so overgrown in here. There's some very low branches. I should have gone the longer way really to get to where I need to be, but I wanted to case out the area for the... Oh, this is lovely in here. Wow. This is Dipper Central for sure. Absolutely magical along here. Oh, I see one. Oh, I see one. One sitting on an old, if I can turn this around, it's gonna fly probably. But I can see its lovely white throat is on the top of a log. It's probably gonna fly as soon as I get close. Probably upriver. What a beautiful bird. Look at that. If you can see it, guys, on that rock down there. It's not moving. There it goes. Oh, amazing. Haha, first dipper. What a beautiful, beautiful white front on it. Absolutely shining. Condition of these birds, being an aquatic songbird, being a bird that needs to submerge itself, needs to keep itself in tip-top condition, waterproofness of the feathers, etc. So it really does need to make sure that it's in good condition. Absolutely fantastic. So we know it's there. Seen one, boom. Now I've got to get in a good position where I know that that dipper's going to be. What I don't want to do now is chase it upriver, so I'm going to scoot off to the right, join the main track, and then get round to where I need to be. Just listen to the sound of those birds. Beautiful. Chiff chaff there, early breeding call. There's so much evidence of poo on these rocks here. So I'm vlogging with a different setup now. I've still got the mic, the DJI mic, but I'm using an Osmo Action 5 now, Pro. Because I found, as much as I liked the Osmo Pocket 3, and I use that as a backup, it just wasn't robust enough. It was quite flimsy. The gimbal on it, it's not broken. It's just a bit too flimsy for me, really. It needs to be a bit more robust, a bit more rugged. And with this one as well, the battery life is much longer. And I've also bought some new mics, which I've not used yet, which are the DJI mic minis, which I'll hope to play around with when I get home to Canada. But I've just used this remote mic, which is doing the job at the moment. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it so far. Good battery life, good setup. So much better than those rubbish GoPros. Man, I've never had any good time with GoPros. They're pretty crap, to be honest. Right, enough about that, let's get on. So guys, we're nearly at my favoured spot, and it's gotten a lot quieter here because it's quite far up. I've got a pair of cami trousers on here with a pair of foul ravens underneath. A little bit warm. So I need to tuck myself away, kind of out of the way of the path, because I've had dogs try to wee on me here before and barking at me and whatnot because I'm dressed like a tree. Now you need to offer yourself a little bit of camouflage when you're doing dipper photography. Depends where you are. If you're in quite a busy place, dippers are quite habituated to people. It's not too much of an issue. Here, I got quite close to that dipper with the Osmo Action, and usually they take flight well before then. So maybe they're slightly better here. I'm just coming up to my bit now. I think last time I was lying down, I nearly lay in dog poo last time. That was pretty bad. Right, I can see loads and loads of rocks here. Perfect for dipper. This spot is amazing. Here we go, guys. This is a great stretch. It's not too deep, fast flowing, lots of rocks and boulders, and I can see stacks of poo. So this would be really, really good. But I want a more photogenic position. And here is my favourite position, just up here. It's a bit fast flowing, it's nice big boulders, and it should be perfect. Here it is, just down here. Here it is, guys. Look at that. This is where I want to be, just here. This is a great spot. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, look at that. There's poo there on that rock. Poo all down there. Right, need to get set up right in this little position just there, I think. They've been mating and calling up this end before, so I'm thinking that could be a good spot. No exact science in there though. Right, we're sort of fixed. I'm using a ball head as well, guys, because I'm trying to limit what I take when I was travelling. Got a little bit of scrim. So guys, I'm all set up. I've put the coat on my bag behind, just hanging up, just to stop flies up the river behind me. Can't see me as well. Got a little bit of scrim netting here to my view up the river. It's my foot balancing on there. And let's hope, to show you a quick view of the river now as I'm looking. This is where I think it's a great position. Got a lovely bit of running water coming around the corner. Lovely mossy boulders. Nice cotton candy in the water if I want to slow it down. Perfect. All we need now is an obliging dipper. It's a long river, so it literally could be anywhere. So you just have to be patient, wait and see. And it's a case of, do I have to move? Well, I'm only going to move if there's a lot of people and a lot of dogs coming down. And I'll find myself somewhere different on the other side of the bank. But this is a great spot. Just got to keep your fingers crossed. Hope we get lucky with maybe a wren, maybe a dipper, maybe a grey wag, robin, you name it. Anything could pop along. So just sit and enjoy. Got a brew in the bag, got a few biscuits. Happy days. So guys, because it's quite dark here at the moment, because it's still quite early morning, the light's not the best. I'm shooting along a dark river, so I'm shooting at the moment 4K 30, trying to keep that ISO level 800 or below. Anything more than that, it's not always best practice. Anything over 800 ISO, trying to keep it below that. So shooting 4K 30, and at the moment I've got, for my settings for stills, I've got about 250th of a second at F5.6, so fully wide open with the telly engaged, and the ISO value is about 5,000, so quite high. I'm hoping as that sun comes up and the light illuminates the river a bit more, we can obviously jump the settings up. Shooting 4K slow-mo is tricky because I'm shooting at 250th of a second. Good to have an aperture of about f8 when you're shooting video, just to bring that detail in. But you can drop that down if you need to keep that ISO low when that light isn't so good. Because I'm having to shoot one stop over as well on the video and on the stills because it's quite dark. So it's a bit of a trade-off really. You've just got to play with it, see what works best, check out some images, do a few test shots, and hopefully you'll be all good to go. No dippers yet, but it's early. So already I've made a friend here. Dog just checking me out, just giving me a lick in the face. That's the trouble sometimes when you're along a lovely river, is that it will attract a lot of attention. I've just been licked in the face by the dog. But still, it's a lovely dog. If I had my scrim balaclava on, they'd be going mad. And I left that in Canada, so it's a good job. It does scare the crap out of dogs, and they can get a bit funny about it. So usually if the dog comes along, I'd always take it off, let them smell me. Stood on my Osmo Action. There we go. That's the first one, and I've been here 15 minutes. So yeah, how many more dog visits will we get, I wonder? So we've currently got a little robin. She's doing a little bit of fly catching. just over on the far bank, so it's quite distant. I caught a beautiful picture last time I was here, and a series of videos with a wren catching a fly in midair, and I'll just put that on the screen for you. Absolutely fantastic moment there, just to see that wren, that fly slow-mo coming towards the wren as it gulped it. Absolutely fantastic bit of footage. I was really, really pleased with that. And this was in the very same position as I am now. Will I get lucky today? That's the thing. So guys, the first dipper has just been past that way. Gap in my coat, it's feeding down the bottom. It's sitting pretty on a load of boulders down there, dipping away. Yeah, it's actively feeding down there. I'm hoping it didn't make me. Oh yeah, it's loving that little bit of water there. The strange thing was I was going to go down to that spot before, but it's having a whale of a time down there. Oh, superb. Got a little blue tit up here as well, nesting in a hole in the tree, which I've just been watching. Yep, still there. Right, back to it. I don't know if you heard that zip then. So it was feeding down there for probably about 6 to 8 minutes, I guess. Having a whale of a time. I could just see it through the gap. And then some people walked down the track, and then it zipped up past me again and went round the corner. I think this is where it breeds. The reason why I've chosen this, as I said before, is because of the boulders, because of the wash, because of nice bubbles. Makes for a great picture. The mossy boulders, absolutely fantastic. And the bank here is a lot higher. And there's a few overhangs, and there's a bridge just up around the corner. So I think, hedging my bets, that this is its closest part to where it's nesting, and it possibly nesting underneath the bridge. If it is, then it's going to stick fairly close to where it's going to breed. Although they will transit up and down the river, they've got quite a big area. But this seems to be its area, the way it calls most. And I've seen it chirping and singing just seen it singing and stuff, announcing itself on one of the boulders. So it's zipped up round there, gone. So it shows it is quite twitchy, people walking around the corner, and it's off. Let's hope it comes back. Oh, it was brilliant. It was swimming, it was preening, it was cleaning, it was diving, it was just doing everything. Still, there's time. Back to it. So guys, it just came in. Been lucky to have 2 visits now. One of them, it didn't stay for very long. It zipped on down behind me again, and then came back, and then stayed for a little bit longer. Did a bit of calling, which was fantastic. Probably for like a minute or two, and then it went off. So absolutely over the moon that it's been in. Got a couple of shots in the bag, which is great, and a bit of video. So really, really pleased. The light level's coming up now, lovely. Yeah, it's just perfect. I really wish it could stay a lot longer. I'd like to get it in the water, doing a bit of foraging and feeding, but beggars can't be choosers, you know. Just really glad that it came in, to be honest, because it's a very long river. They don't necessarily always land in the same place. There's an awful lot of boulders, awful lot of long stretches of water here, so it could be a bit of a needle in a haystack, but chuffed a bit, absolutely chuffed a bit. Been here like, I think nearly 2 hours already. So relaxing by the river, it really is. It's just like the sound of the water, the bird song. Yeah, very, very relaxing. I'm hoping maybe we'll get a visit again, maybe. Can stay here as long as I like, so I'll see how it goes. Right, so back to it. Fingers crossed, some more dippers. So guys, just had a grey wagtail in, which was nice. Stayed around for a while, just hopping around on the boulders. Went up into a tree and then just came back down again. So really, really nice to see. Just one. Didn't spend a load of time here. It's quite busy along this river. With the path is set off the river, but there's a lot of people walking up and down. So disturbance is obviously quite high here. And the birds aren't hanging around for very long, which is a bit of a shame. I could up sticks and move now and go to a little quieter part of the river, but I'm a bit concerned that, you know, you move and then they end up coming up back to the spot, and this is photogenically the best spot, I think. And as soon as you turn your back, pack your kit, look back, and there's a dipper on a rock. So I'm just going to hang on, hope for the best, and maybe if there's nothing here by 11, because I've nearly been here 3.5 hours already. Few shots in the bag and a bit of video from the grey wag and the dipper and the blue tit, etc., and a wren foraging. So not too bad, but still could do with a little bit more dipper action. But hour or so to go, and maybe I'll move. We'll see. So just had the dipper in again on the boulder. The main boulder that I wanted to get a picture of. Absolutely fantastic, looks amazing. The condition of these birds is superb. I'm so pleased, I'm so pleased. One went zip down and then another one came following after and stopped off. So I've got one down that way, one that way, and it's just gone up behind the back of a boulder now. So I can't see it. So I've just shielded the back of me here with my jacket, just so they can't see me moving if I'm moving a little bit while I'm watching forward. But yeah, got some shots in the bag there, guys. Absolutely made up with that. Hopefully they're half decent. We'll have to see when I get home. But fantastic. Just when I thought things had gone a bit dead quiet, boom, out come the dippers. So yeah, fantastic. So I don't know if you can hear this, guys. We've got the early call of the chiff-chaff, and we've also got a gold crest. I'll see if the mic can pick it up. Sadly, the chiff-chaff has moved off and the gold crest has gone quiet. But oh, it's lovely when you're along a river and you're getting serenaded by an early migrant arrival, the chiff-chaff, and a lovely sweet sound of a gold crest. Just tiny, tiny, tiny call. Absolutely fantastic. Well, it's been kind of quiet now. It's an hour and a half since I last saw the dipper. So I'm going to give it another 45 minutes, I think, and then I'm going to head off. So that's 5 hours along the river in one position. So ass is killing me, and yeah, my feet are in the water, so they're like ice cubes. So probably going to call it a day there. Maybe scout along the river on the way back, see if we can get some shots on the go. But it's been fantastic. I've really, really enjoyed it so far. You know, it's just good to get out on the river locally on your patch. And the river's not changed. It's beautiful along here. Beautiful clear water. Great place to be. But like last half hour push now, will we get lucky for a fourth visit? Really hope so. Well, guys, that concludes the morning sesh on the river with the dippers. Absolutely fantastic morning. Again, brilliant. Grey wag, dipper, robins, wrens, blue tits, chiff-chaffs. Oh, it's just lovely. Really, really relaxing. That's kind of 5 hours along the river this morning. And I'm in need of a pasty, so I'm going to go and get myself a nice pasty from Gear Farm, which is one of the best, in fact, the best pasties you can buy from a shop. Not as good as my mum's pasty, but it's still a damn good pasty. So I'm gonna go and get myself one of those and head back home, cup of tea, eat it in the garden, followed by a cream tea with jam and cream the right way. So from me, guys, thanks very much indeed for coming along on one of my Cornish wildlife photography adventures. Lots more coming from me when I'm back in Canada. So stick around for the next one, guys. Please, if you don't subscribe to the channel and you fancy giving the channel a go, please click that all important subscribe button, click that like button if you like the video, and leave us a comment if you would. It's always very, very much appreciated. From me, being serenaded by birds, chiff chaffs, I'll see you all next time.